Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the commentary for Boater Plays Something, Freespace 2. We've just finished recording episodes 7 through 10. I am joined by Bryan, and looking snazzy there, sir, with your SOC operative pin.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Again, huge thanks to Munn & Crow, who has been providing pins as well as patches. Sells them on his Etsy shop. Those, as always, are in the video description below if you want to get your own, but been staying on top of that. We were a little delayed on recording this. I ended up getting a cold a couple of weeks ago, and then I actually have a little bit of a throat something going on right now, but it's like, no, I can record. I can do this. I'll make it work. Because we're actually at about the halfway point of the game right now. We did the end of Act 1. This was beginning of Act 2. So halfway, or not quite, but almost.
Yeah. Good progress so far.
The special, and not only was this 4 episodes as opposed to like 3 the last time that we did, these were 4 long episodes. The special operation stuff with NTF was ended up all being in one, and then as the Raptors was all part of one.
Mhm.
I don't know. So comments, thoughts from you as we're really getting into it now.
Honestly, I kind of liked this. One, since we had such a break from the last time we recorded,
Yeah.
it was nice to be able to kind of make up for that. But it's also a little bit easier to keep a flow going. And I think we're able to play around a little bit more with, like, what's actually happening between our character interactions on a better level. Because, we're doing this very chronologically, and we're also doing it more or less as it happens. We're not really like scripting out like a long tail story for, an arc for Bryan, an arc for your interpretation of Alpha 1. So,
Yeah.
it's really cool that like having a bunch in one day, we're able to kind of like play around with that. Like we had like little notes like, oh, we're going off to see a rom-com, and then we knew that was kind of like a movie or night or whatever,
Yeah.
and then it was a break for our filming, and then we came back and it was like, okay, so how's the movie? And last time we had a little bit of that, with the character where I was replacing somebody to get back into supporting you and everything. So
Yeah.
it is nice to have those little bits, but it's really great having the like bigger pieces together when we do concurrent episodes in a batch like this.
Yeah, and with us just having ended with the supposed defeat of the NTF, which I'm not even really convinced of, but we'll see, is something that like words, thoughts, and things. With the defeat of the NTF, it's like this is a good like chapter point to kind of end on. As the game is kind of organized, so we have referenced the Freespace Wiki a couple of times. And in fact, kind of looked at this because Bryan, when we're saying that we're not planning arcs out ahead of time, and we're not, but we do kind of look ahead sometimes and say, hey, for a story beat, with the NTF thing, there's obviously nothing in game for someone who is flight deck control to be able to exfil. Commander Snipes, who knows if we ever see him show up again. There is another SOC loop, I think, that probably takes place between Acts 2 and 3, so he might show up again there. I'm not sure, and I really don't want to look ahead. But we did kind of have to make up, like, trust the process is an in-character thing, but also a, hey, we'll get there. I did like how that ended up being, like, something in-game, in-character of, like, it's okay, we'll figure it out, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I think that was a good way to handle it in the moment, especially, again, like me, I've never played this game. I'm learning a lot about the universe
Me, I haven't
of
played
Free
it in 20
Space as we're
years.
going.
Yeah.
Of course, absolutely. So being so far removed from the nuance of, this, and, it's a lot of new names, a lot of new acronyms, and then we take a break for filming for a while. And so it's easy to jump out of my head,
Yeah.
and then having to come back and, fill it up again with, GTC over here, NTC over there, the different ship names and classifications. It's really hard to kind of keep some of that together, but I think this was really great to be able to fit all that in.
Yeah, definitely. So we did a little bit of planning ahead. Just kind of like, all right, cool. I left at the end of that, at the end of episode 8. And then it's kind of like, hey, it'd be cool if there was just no Bryan for an episode, which if we had really actually planned that ahead and like looked at all the missions and knew the missions, then I probably would have recorded that solo. As it is, Bryan was chilling and watching while I was recording that episode.
Took a big long snooze.
Yeah.
It was actually really great seeing a lot of the gameplay mechanics of the game without having to focus on where do I insert myself into this narrative, you know?
Gotcha.
So, like I was telling you, you know, right after one of the levels, like watching you fly through the nebula and the nebula actually like affecting, you know, the vision of the, you know, of the viewer, like that was actually really cool. Like for a game of that age, you know, for a game of that age, that to have that kind of mechanic where you are in a nebula, you don't see something, and all of a sudden, you know, the ship is right in front of you. That was really cool. For like a game from the late 90s, I thought that was actually very fascinating. Very impressive visuals for its age.
Yeah, and it's something too that one of the reasons that I think this game remains so popular is that graphical fidelity doesn't necessarily always trump art style. Like the art style of this and what they set out to do is amazing. If you look really close, it's like, yeah, these are low poly ship models. They're really low resolution textures, especially because I'm playing at 1440p. I have had people in the community ask if I'm going to play with higher graphic levels, and it's no, I'm trying to play as true to possible as to it was in the 90s. But but that includes it, you know, having that look, that feel to the nebula, and that like, yeah, the Colossus is somewhere in front of me. Oh, bonk. So, yeah, so it was, and then when you came back, you know, we looked at like, all right, cool. This next mission has the NTF in it. You know, we're taking out some capital ships. And then during the mission, it says the names of the capital ships. And it was like Bryan. Bryan, who played someone named Pax in a movie that we shot years ago.
Many years ago. It's not as old as Freespace 2, but it's not far from the age of Freespace 2.
When we shot...
At least the first one.
Yeah. Let's see. The first Toronto Cyberside was 2006. The second one we shot in 2009, but it released in, 2011?
Yeah. And we did the very beginning of 2006. I thought it was 2005, but that was another movie prior. So, yes. 2006, and then... 2009 to 2011, that was our, little window
for Toronto Cyberside
time with these characters.
Which I'm not sure is available for people to watch at this point. I know we had a Create Space DVD for it, but I have no idea what's become of that. So,
well, I'm glad we've wasted your YouTube audience's time with that trip down memory lane. Sorry, YouTube. My bad.
I'll see if it's on Vimeo or something. I'll talk to Les. We'll get something figured out. I enjoy the clip at which this is moving. It seems to be kind of like 3 episodes per squadron, but we're moving through squadrons pretty fast. I started off Suicide Kings, then went Special Operations, no patch, then Barracudas, then Raptors. So 4 squadrons, 4 episodes.
Yeah, you were having a little bit of an identity crisis every episode, it felt like, I was like, hang on, I need to change patches, I need to add this pin, give me a minute, I'm gonna...
Yeah, every episode, I'm getting up, I'm going over here, and I'm like, hold on, is this Raptors like dinosaur or like bird? Hold on, there's Hammerhead, there's Ravens, I've done those already. I'm just getting up and wandering over to where I've just got all the patches thrown, so... But yeah, got that. Realized an episode late that I should be wearing the SOC pin, so that's actually missing during gameplay when I came back for the Barracudas, but I'll probably have it on for the intro. It's been cool to have them. Again, huge thank you to Moon and Crow for these.
Absolutely, they're beautiful pieces.
I don't know that I have much else to say about the episodes themselves. We didn't have any filming issues like we did last time. The closest was that I died right at the start of Endgame. Like, I killed a Loki, and then I intercepted a torpedo, and it immediately killed me. And it was so close to the start of the mission, it was like, hey, let's not even bother with that flashback thing. Let's just I'll do a static glitch or something. I'll do something in the edit. Like shake it around or something. It'll be obvious if you're looking for it, but like it wasn't worth doing the, oh my gosh, I had another psychic episode or whatever's going on.
Did you catch that in the edit? Let us know in the comments below.
Make sure that you comment with the time, with the time marker on the original episode. Engagement.
Smash that bell.
Hey, on some YouTube videos, when you say the word subscribe, the subscribe button lights up. Let me know if it did. YouTube is doing so many fascinating things and not always for the betterment of the creators. Anyway, it's fine. Hi, YouTube. Please don't take me down because I enjoy doing this. I don't have much else to say. That was a really good recording session. Hopefully it's not too long before the next one we do. Hopefully I don't have a cold that lays me out for a week and a half again. Not sure what I've got coming up next weekend, but we'll figure that out off camera and get our stuff together for another session of Freespace recording. But yeah, I'm looking, we are halfway through the missions now. And so that was in just actually 3 recording sessions. So probably another probably another 3 or 4. And, then we'll figure out getting the live action intros all set. So
nice.
But I will see you before then, Brian. I'm going to see you in a couple weeks, which is exciting.
Yeah, buddy.
But it'll be in the past by the time you guys watch this. Pre-recording. Oh. It is still weird for me to pre-record an entire series. Like normally I'm like going as I go. Like last weekend I recorded 4 episodes of Jade Empire and one of them came out the next week. So
Bodo, you're not thinking 4th dimensionally.
I'm thinking time dimensionally, but not well enough. No, that is the 4th dimension. All right, that's going to do it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this commentary. And next that we see you, we'll be recording episode 11 for real this time of Freespace 2. Thank you all for watching. Do all the social stuff. You can find both my stuff and Brian's in the description down below. And we will see you next time. Take care, everybody.
All right, Steve.